Hello, I am Russell96, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Castle Progress. Last episode, which was quite a while ago, I kind of mispredicted how much time stuff would take, and therefore did not have time to make a video recently at all, so yeah, but I finally have time, so yay. Anyway, I'm up here to get a view of the thing we built in the 1000 subscriber special video, this really large structure, and we are going to work on it more today, but as I was coming up here to get a view, what happened here? It looks like lightning might have struck like there, then fire spread and it just took out bits of the pillar. Because I think that's way too much damage for an Enderman to have done, so yeah, I'm thinking fire must have done it. And also I guess, yeah, if fire would have gotten there, it would have, like, the rain wouldn't have put it out because the torch would have stopped the rain. So, yeah. It doesn't look like it went all the way down, though, which is good-ish, I guess. Anyway, let's see if we can get past the tower. One second, gotta get my bearings of where I'm actually, or where I actually am. Anyway, I actually made a mistake while making this. And, I'm not sure, it would be a fairly minute detail if anyone caught it by now. But actually, I forgot to make the staircase 4 sections, and yeah, it was supposed to be 4 sections. And the reason that happened was I made, like, the design on a creative world, and then I used a screenshot to recreate it in survival. But when I made the design, I only made 3 sections, and then I just made the, like, stone brick arches to get the spacing and all that down. And the 4 arches was in the background of the 3 segment like complete design one. So it took long enough to make the first bits of the bridge, staircase, whatever you want to call it, that I forgot that there was supposed to actually be a 4th section. So I gave in and harnessed extremely powerful magic, also known as MacLeod, to move this entire structure up 3 blocks and over 6, because yeah, I was not going to tear this down and rebuild it, and I mean, I kept telling myself that it's like, oh, I can make it work if it's slightly too far forward and too down low, but yeah, no, I just couldn't. Because I would say the bridge looked too short, so adding the 4th section kinda makes that look better. Because it's a very wide bridge, so having it be a section too short just kind of made it look a little bit odd. I think it looks better now, but that's kind of a matter of opinion. So yeah, I used MacLeod to move the like 24 some thousand blocks I placed last episode. But at least I placed all of the blocks initially in survival, so I would say, like, moderate use. Well, that wasn't, like, this is the second time I've used MacLeod in this world. The first time being, like, I had started this castle project before the official release of Minecraft, or it might have been, like, it was either beta 1.8 I started it in, or that's when I edited the progress I had so far into a new world. But pretty much I had chosen a world, but then world generation changed, so I just moved pretty much all I had at that point was the pit started. So really not much progress at all, but I figured if I already have all the resources in that, no reason to restart, so that was the first time, and then this would be the second time to correct a 3 block too low and 6 block too far forward mistake. So yeah, but I would not be able to have justified tearing the entire thing down to move it over like that little of a detail. So yeah, that happened. Get more ender pearls. Anyway, what we are going to do today is work on the interior, and I have again planned out like the design, or at least most of the design, in my creative test world, because building on this scale from scratch in survival, well, not really from scratch, but like coming up with the design in survival on this scale is really difficult, because it's very time consuming to build an entire arch, realize it's like not quite right, pillar up, correct it a little bit, and then again have it not be quite right, rinse and repeat. So yeah, that just takes way too long. So again, what I typically do whenever I have a large-ish project, well, the interior, it's a large project to make the interior for this building, and since I already have it planned out in my test world, what I figured I would do, also to kind of make up for there not being an episode recently, would be another time lapse. So I am going to quickly get everything set up to do that. I'm actually already have the Camera Studio version running, so all I have to do is get on my other computer, then start building. And I actually had to do a bit more mining because I did not have much stone left over. But yep, without further ado, time-lapse time. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that time lapse, and as I was recording it, lightning struck again, and I kinda lost another pillar. I'm not sure why it took this long for the pillars to just kinda start being decimated, because this world is very old, and lightning has been a thing for a very long time. So why has it just started to recently destroy my stuff? Anyway, as you could tell by the time lapse, I didn't end up working, I didn't work on the last, section, and that is because I'm actually kind of running low on time, because I want to have this video out by tomorrow, because I'm going to be out of town for, 2-ish days, give or take, so if I don't get it out by then it's not going to be out for, a week. So, yeah. Anyway, oh shoot, I don't remember the spacing for this. Huh. That would have been a good thing to check. Okay, never mind. This should be it. It is. Okay. Crisis averted. And that should be stone. But let's quickly finish up what smaller details we can, because as you could probably tell, I did not do every single detail. And there's still a lot to do. I need to finish planning the arches for up here, and a brief idea of what I want to do with the arches up here. There would of course be the main arches coming from the larger pillar, I guess, going across to support the roof, and then probably some sort of center beam or something to further reinforce the ceiling and whatnot. And then another idea I had was, because we have these large openings, I might work on making smaller beams going across there, which the sole purpose of those would be to support a large chandelier or just lighting fixture in general. Then chains would go down through the hole, and then huge, not symmetrical, because it's 7 by 9, no, not, or 7 by 8, or 9 by 8, or it's an even number this way, odd number this way, so it can't be symmetrical. But pretty much chains hanging down from a support, going straight down through the hole. The one downside to that idea would be that it would obstruct the view. So that is something to keep in mind. Because I am going to be hanging those fire basket type things I used in the grand hall downstairs that goes to the greeting throne room. Because my plan now is to make a much larger actual throne room, I guess, at the end of this building or somewhere in this building, because it's going to be big, really big. That's kind of what I'm going for on this part of the build. Make it as epic and large for a single player project as reasonably possible. I think I already kind of passed that point yet, so we're just making it look nice, because really this world is set up to be able to fairly easily make large structures, because all you really need is efficiency 5 and haste 2, and then you get all the stone you ever could potentially want. I'm kind of surprised none of our friends over there have ambushed us yet. Anyway, that looks like that should be it. Maybe could use a torch. The less stuff spawning should make coming back up here later easier. At least it should work that way, no guarantees. I'm actually not sure if this would be a death from this height either. Oh, let's get rid of all the dirt. Damn it. So close, so close. Okay. MLG? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Well, that worked. But yeah, these are the fire baskets I'm talking about. Hang a few of those from places I'll point out soon-ish, because it's kind of hard to explain. And also, I didn't really get the entire building process in the time-lapse, because some of the areas were not good to record a third-person time-lapse from. Like, it was too dark and too cramped to really get a good view, plus all the dirt scaffolding did not help. So I have what I could, I guess. Probably could have gone more with a better planning, but again, kind of short on time, so don't really have time to do that entire planning thing. Okay. Let's finish taking down the dirt. Okay, my stuff's up here, I hope. But one of the places I want to... Oh, that's XP. That kind of spooked me a little bit. And also, I don't know... Well, it must be like a LAN thing, because for my 1K subscriber time-lapse, what I did was I actually changed the game mode, because I hosted the world and recorded on my main computer, but then I built on my laptop. So pretty much what I did, where's my ender pearls? Oh, there they are. What I did was I pretty much just swapped the role of the accounts. Like, I was actually building on my Russell Cam account and recording on my Russell account, because I was hosting on my computer or my desktop, and I also had to record there because I did not want to have to transfer like 18 plus hours of footage. That would have just been terrible. And also, I don't think I would not have had hard drive space for for that on my laptop. Kind of not a high capacity drive. I'll actually leave the dirt for those ones up because I actually have to build there still. So yeah, that's why my skin wasn't messed up in the 1K subscriber special video, but it seems like you cannot see the host of a world skin in LAN, which is interesting. I'm not sure why that would really be a thing, but it is, I guess. Okay, rambling aside, the places I have planned to put fire baskets in my creative world are from hanging there, and just like that for all around everywhere. Okay, I need more cobblestone walls, because those also, like, I use cobblestone walls on the pillars to make them look better, I guess. Okay, let's see how far this gets us. What else? So I'm not, going off of that, I'm not entirely sure if it would be necessary to have, for the center chandeliers. And also, as you can tell, I don't really have anything built there, and yeah, that's because I don't know what to build there, so if anyone has any suggestions of what could potentially go there, I would be glad to hear them, because pretty much the only idea I have so far is to make statues, like the one I have out in that courtyard in the front left from here, like right there. Of course, through all the blocks and whatnot. I could run over there quickly also. I just want to get at least a few of the pillars finished to get the full effect. What else to talk about? Would any of you be interested in watching a Witcher 3 Wild Hunt playthrough? Because I got it and I have played it, well, quite a bit, I guess. I've been recording it just in case I do a LP of it. So if anyone's interested in that, I will probably start one. I just want to make sure, at least someone's interested in it before I start making it, because the amount of time it actually takes to make and render and upload videos it adds up to quite a bit. So yeah, I don't want it to be wasted effort, more or less. And then, okay. Oh, another thing I'm going to be adding eventually to this area, or yeah, to this part, would be large banners starting from there, I think, and hanging down to about there, give or take. That might have actually been exact, I'm not entirely sure. But pretty much just huge banners to look good and that type of thing. Yep, that is a glimpse of what the wall or pillars will actually look like. I really like how all the like shapes and stuff turned out for this part of the build, because everything flows really nicely. And it looks a lot better once I have the lighting in, and I will be removing the torches from on top of those arches. I think there's a more specific term for them, but yeah. Flying buttress, maybe? Kinda, not really. But it's lit up slightly by the fire baskets hanging there and about there. It's kind of hard to point into a three-dimensional spot on a three-dimensional screen. And there will be a carpet here. It's just one of those, like, later details, I guess. Kind of want to have it finished before I do all that. And I will probably end up working or completing the last segment off camera, because I already showed making 2 of them, so no reason to be repetitive. And I'm just running over here to show you all the statue that I could potentially put in those open spots on the ground part of that building. But yep, there they are. I could have probably like vary them slightly, and maybe instead of just a generic helmet, I could like give them like slightly different crowns and whatnot, and then have it be like a Grand Hall of Kings. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I guess let me know if you all like that idea, or let me know if you have a variation of the idea or a completely different idea entirely. I'd be glad to hear any of them, because that's probably what we're going to work on next episode, along with just like finalizing other parts of it, and then I think we might work on the exterior of it to try and like get an actual connection to the castle instead of it floating, because it looks kinda iffy right now, to say the least. Do I have anything else to say? I have notes. I think I covered everything. I should, well, after this week, of course, because, again, I'm going to be gone for another 2 days of not being able to really do anything productive as far as YouTube goes. But as summer goes on, I should progressively have more time until I have to start doing stuff for college. And I honestly do not know how that's going to work out. I'm assuming I will at least be able to have some time to do YouTube at college. Not entirely sure. Should be interesting. I've never been to college before. Yeah, so yeah, that should be interesting, but we'll worry about that as it gets closer. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you all next episode. Bye.